Poverty in Nigeria remains significant, despite the country's recent impressive economic growth. According to reports, Nigeria has one of the world's highest economic growth rate, averaging 7.4% over the last decade. However, the country still struggles with a high level of poverty, with an estimated 63% of the population living on less than $1 daily. In this vein, there have been attempts by various groups at alleviating poverty in the country. One of such is the Lift Above Poverty, LAPO.
LAPO stands for Lift Above Poverty Organization. It started in late 1980s as a community development no-profit institution with three main programs. That is provision of microcredit, that's what we call today as microfinance, providing equally social and health awareness program for our clients, and at the same time also involved in promotion of popular participation and addressing the challenge of gender inequity, especially in rural communities.
Motivated by the need to strengthen the company's financial management process, the management of LAPO sought the assistance of the established management and capacity building organization, AMSCO.
AMSCO is the African Management Services Company, a company that is a special purpose company set up by the International Finance Corporation, the United Nations Development Program and the African Development Bank to serve as the operational unit of the African Training and Management Services Project of the UNDP. And essentially what it does, it was set up to assist African businesses become globally competitive, become profitable, and become sustainable over time. And in doing this, we seek to achieve this by providing professional management services and capacity building initiatives to African businesses.
It was quite clear that at a point of transformation from a non-profit institution to a regulated microfinance bank, that a number of changes should take place. And one of these was to address the issue of capacity in various departments. And what came out strongly was that we needed a capacity in the finance department. It was as a result of addressing the issue of capacity in the finance department that we sought the assistance of AMSCO.
In response to the request, AMSCO seconded Dr. Kamakia Singh to join LAPO's administrative board as the Chief Finance Officer in 2010 to better position the organization for the transformation into a licensed microfinance bank and also assist with subsequent expansions.
Specifically, as a CFO, I am looking after the financial operation and financial activities of LAPO. So this broadly entails in terms of financial management, treasury management, accounting, business planning, financial planning, and other relevant stuff which are required for the financial performance of the microfinance bank. I'd like to also bring to attention that as AMSCO is an entity which has been promoted by a number of bilateral and multilateral institutions. So when I joined as a CFO, I also have this personal mandate to try to get most of those investors into AMSCO to also come to LAPO. And we have been largely successful in doing that. So for example, we started with IFC. For IFC, LAPO was the first indigenous microfinance bank to which investment was made by IFC. Moving ahead from IFC, we have now financial assistance from AFD, the French Development Agency. We also have a term sheet and indicative letter of intent from FMO, and we are moving to African Development Bank and other multilateral institutions which are invested into AMSCO.
AMSCO's partnership with LAPO is of high significance to us by virtue of the fact that it provides microcredit to the poor households. And this for us is a huge development impact, because one of the things you find, particularly with small household and poor household, is their inability to access finance for economic purposes. And this is the gap that LAPO has come to bridge. So we're very happy to partner with this sort of project and happy to partner with many more of such projects.
Since its strategic partnership with AMSCO, LAPO has been able to touch more lives in the last years and provide more solutions to women entrepreneurs than ever before. This is expected to continue in the coming years.
I think, again, whatever that has been achieved in the finance department has also made a contribution to the overall performances of the institution. Emphasizing the fact that some of the results we have, looking at the total assets, for example, at the point of engagement, our total asset was much less than 8 billion. Today, we are over 24 billion, representing over 224%. Our expectations in going into partnership with AMSCO has actually been fulfilled.
AMSCO, helping to build human capital for sustainable African enterprises.